There's like this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of Israel, and why did it sound one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new UFO of bright lights descending over the dome of the rock of Jerusalem.
All right, partner. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. It's Saturday in the UK. It's March 5th. Again, 2022. That's right. We were here about 15 hours ago, welcoming back GUFON into the folds of UFOlogy. And, well, here we are again today, Saturday in the UK show. I've got the Hidden Underbelly 2.0 joining me today. Excuse me. And what we're going to talk about is how he is saving UFOlogy. And I put that in there. But I think he is. And I think it's very, very special that he is our first guest back after our hiatus. So without further ado, as the kids say, and welcome to the show, Hidden Underbelly 2.0. How you doing?
Wow, you can't beat that intro. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I want to know myself how the hell I'm saving ufology. So
in a way, you are. You know what you're doing? You're doing it smart. You don't get involved at all with any of the drama or anything, right? You just do your own thing and you get out of there, and that's it.
Don't you find it quite amusing though? A lot of the drama.
It's all well, yeah. Of course I do. I'm living it.
Well, yes, indeed. I mean, the greatest bit of advice I ever had was from our friends over at Third Phase when they said, you know, don't let the ramblings of actors get in your way.
Yeah.
And from when they said that to me, it made me realize that, yes, these guys are causing something and creating a stir so that they generate interest. Who would they be without the interest? Because they actually come to the table with no evidence, do they?
Not much stuff, really. All they do is just complain about everything everybody else is doing, which I guess, you know, a lot of people think that's all I do, but that's all they remember in a 2-hour show. You know what I mean? It's like we do other things, but I also talk about the people in the field because, like Lou Elizondo, you know, and all the rest of them, because they are the main figureheads. And now Lou is, you know, just going around to all the little podcasts out there. I mean, I'm a little one too. I'm small. But he's going there and creating drama. And he's acting like he's not, but he is.
Okay.
Saying, yeah, like, you know, he's saying, all right, you know, maybe we'll take him out behind the barn and teach him the truth, you know, do it the old-fashioned way. You know, talking about, I mean, that's like violence, you know.
So, well, you know, sometimes it becomes more frustration because I feel that sometimes when I'm dealing with some characters that I often feel that if you were sitting in front of me, would you have the audacity to say what you're saying to me?
Right. Yeah, true.
So sometimes it boils down, and I pick my words very carefully, and I would never say it, but what I'm thinking is different. Like I'm thinking, boy, you need a good slap. You need a spanking.
But this, you know, this has gotten a little bit out of hand. You know, my channel got, you know, shut down for a little bit. Got very, 3 strikes, but 7 attempts, you know. So But that was from a guy named, well, I'm not supposed to speak his name. I said I wouldn't, but he didn't like me. Huh?
The initials are RD.
And, yeah, and DW. Yep.
Okay. Well, that's, what can you say?
Yeah, it is what it is. It's over with.
Yeah.
It's in the past. But, yeah, Lou's got a book coming out. And in Third Phase of Moon has their movie coming out, Above Top Secret.
Yeah.
And that's going to be phenomenal.
Pretty good. Looks pretty good, man.
You saw the trailer?
Yeah, yes. Looks really good.
Yeah, I know. It is good. It is good. But you're in the UK, and from what I've learned, you guys don't get the same information or hardly any information on UFO news over there. Is that correct?
It's not as mainstream, but if you want the information, it's there because we have so much information at our fingertips via the net that we're not out of the loop. If you're interested in this phenomena, you're not out of the loop. But it's kind of stranglehold. I mean, you have certain individuals over here that do it, and they tend to be celebrities. Like have you ever heard of the Happy Mondays? I don't know if
No, I never heard of that.
We have this phenomenal band back in the days called the Happy Mondays, and the lead singer, Sean Ryder, he's one of the people that is out there in the UFO field. I don't think he belongs there, but anybody that shines a spotlight on it, like what I always say about the names, I hope you understand what I mean. The old school guys.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, those names, I always say the one good thing that they've done is spark an interest in it, and they've got people to look up. Whether you want to believe them or not believe them,
yeah,
it's still got people interested in the phenomena. So did they serve a purpose? Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's like Tom DeLonge did,
Well, I think Tom DeLonge, see, I'm not too keen on the man, and I don't like to badmouth people, but I think he jumped the bandwagon, and he saw something that was missing. And with the To the Stars Academy, it's good on paper. I mean, I was excited about it. It's good on paper, but what actually happened, he didn't deliver, in my opinion.
No, and everybody's. What did they bring us? Unidentified. They brought us the TV show
and some bumper stickers.
and the bumper sticker. Yeah, right. And maybe T-shirts and hat. But they were supposed to, according to Tom, build this trans-medium machine that can go through, space, water, earth, and all that stuff without impeding its movement. Now, and they were accepting donations no less than $250. I mean, they wouldn't even take donations if you have $100 to give them. It was weird. Yeah, right out the gate, they were weird, I thought. And Tom DeLonge is weird. I never was a big fan of his music or him. And when I saw him speaking and wearing, nice clothes, wearing a suit or whatever, it was just awkward to watch. It was very hard, very difficult.
What's kind of awkward was always watching him and Lou, because you could see that Lou's like looking at him thinking, what am I doing with this?
Right? He looked at him like, this is my crazy kid. It was like father and son.
Mm.
That's what it reminded me of when I saw them on Unidentified.
Kind of few episodes. You remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger found his illegitimate son? And
Danny DeVito? Are you talking about twins?
No, I'm talking in real life.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right.
And it was kind of like that when he's like, I don't know if I should embrace you or not.
Yeah, he was like almost afraid. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, those two were very awkward, Elizondo and what's his name, DeLonge. And you could see that a lot. You could see that when they were together. The way they edited it, too, they never looked like they were talking to each other. They looked miserable driving around. And Lou did almost all the talking.
And that was probably the best move.
Yeah, of course it was. I'm pretty sure that DeLonge said things that, were not good to Lou. that was destined to fail, don't you think? TTSA.
Well, it's only failures because nobody's asking the question, what did they do with what happened to that 13 million? That's the number that I had. They had 13 million generated. What happened to that?
I know. And nobody got anything out of it.
And it annoys me, and I feel that I can speak for other people that are doing what we're doing, that we do this. I mean, we're taking money out of our own pockets because we love what we're doing. And if we had just a fraction of that, I mean, if I had just a fraction of that, could you imagine what I could do?
Absolutely.
I could have eyes on the skies. You guys would always see it because I would set up live streams.
Yeah.
You know, so with that kind of revenue, and they produced absolutely nothing. I mean, he wrote a book and he made money off the book.
Who did? DeLonge?
I believe DeLonge did, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did.
So that's
yeah.
I just haven't. I don't mean to badmouth him, and I'm sorry.
Well,
But
don't apologize for the way you feel and your opinion on the guy. I mean, not everybody likes Tom DeLonge. You know, a lot of people don't like him, and a lot of people like him for whatever reason. I really don't like him in ufology, but what he did was really sparked the interest like I've never seen it.
That's right.
I can't really hate him that much, you know, for that. But he's just a strange character. He's a child in a man's body, in my.
And if you have you ever seen some of his tweets that he puts out of
Yes.
the UFOs, and he has to retract them pretty much straight away because he's told, dude, those are fake.
He doesn't know what he's doing. It's really weird.
That's my ethos on it. He doesn't. How is it because he was from this famous band, and how did this happen? Because it's mind-boggling.
Didn't he? I thought he wrote Hal Puthoff or wrote somebody, and they offered him that position or something to do with creating To the Stars Academy. I don't know. I can't remember the details, but I don't know why they would give this guy the opportunity. I guess he was a good, what do you call it, frontman.
Frontman, yeah.
But he was also the GOAT. What's that?
Controllable frontman.
Yeah, exactly.
Because as me and you both know, there is a narrative that's trying to be pushed forward. Especially like with them trying to change the name. We want to call it UFOs, and you know, they want us to call it UAPs.
Well, UAPs is a government acronym for UFOs. That's how they separate the civilian to the government, is by using UAP.
Yes, indeed.
So,
I'm sorry. I did have this conversation before, and that's what was explained to me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, you know, and that's good that we know, you know, the difference, because a UAP is somebody like a pilot or somebody in the army, or, you know what I mean, somebody in government. Could be anybody.
I just kind of felt that they wanted Joe Public to adapt.
I think they did.
So
I think you're right. Yeah.
That's why I was trying to say they changed, because I noticed, like, when I'm looking for footage, Joe Public, not all of them, a very small percentage is using the term UAP now.
Sure. Yeah, and those are the people that love Lou, love, you know, TTSA and things like that. There's a guy who is I think his name is, I don't want to say his name, but he gave over $50,000 to the Stars Academy. And he still thinks that, you know, they're still going to do something. Oh, they'll be back. They'll be back. No, they're not. They closed the doors. I think they're done.
I suppose when you invest that much money, you got to hold on to what little faith is there.
And I'm surprised, right? That's what you have no choice when you give them $50,000. Oh my God, that's a lot of money. And the guy wasn't rich. He was busting his ass working every day for it. I think he lived with his mom, to be honest.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, a lot of people do in the East, you know, in New York City and stuff. It's expensive, but
no, I don't mean living with his mom, but I mean,
okay.
Oh my God, you know, just
Yeah.
Just you could have took that 50 grand and got out of your mom's house.
Oh my God, that's right. I could have. Oh, it's a crazy world when people have beliefs so badly and blindly,
Well,
thinking they know what's coming. I know what's going to happen. We're going to have this. We're going to get disclosure. No, 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 no. And they believe, yeah. And now it's no, no, no.
well, I think this. Interestingly, yesterday I posted on my community feed. If you guys want to have a check out, the Canadian government released their UFO case files.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Yeah, amazing.
Going back 20 years. So the information is free and disclosure is happening. It's just there's certain individuals that scream it, and I feel they want it to be spoon-fed to them rather than look for it. But it's been happening for a while. Fair enough, a lot of stuff are being redacted, but it is happening.
See, and I disagree.
In what way?
Because disclosure is like being pregnant. You can't be a little pregnant. You can't have a little disclosure. Disclosure is either getting all of the truth or none of it. You can't have any, well, we're getting a little bit here and there. That's just evidence. But that's not disclosure. Disclosure is the government telling us what their secrets are now about aliens and technology.
But do you think, like, see, I'm going to take the loose stand on this.
Okay.
And I believe he says that, well, this is how I see it.
Okay.
That if we say the Americans or the British government was to say, look, we got a UFO, we've been doing back engineering, reverse engineering for so long, and from that we produced this, that, and the other. It kind of gives the in this world we shouldn't have enemies, but we do. The governments, they do have enemies. Even though they sit at a table, they're not really friends. So they don't want these people to know what they have because they're worried that they might try and take it from them, with espionage and things like that. So there are going to be some sensitive things. Except Russia.
Oh, yeah, they're popping up, yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean to get you distracted there. It's just people are making comments. I'm just clicking as they come up. But
no worries.
It is. It's an interesting time now that we're in ufology here, and we want the TIC TAC to be real, and I don't know if it is.
Well, what if you found out it was real, but it was a Navy drone?
I think it is. That's what I think now. I used to think it was China, and we were just hiding the truth. And Lou was like a disinformation guy, which he is, I think. Yeah, I think this whole thing, the threat assessment that Lou came up with and everything else he's about, it's our technology. And I think they're trying to give the cover that it's aliens. Or not aliens, but something we don't understand. And that's the best thing of all because you could say anything you want about these things now. We don't know what they are. We just know that they are.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, carry on. Sorry.
No. I was just going to say it, and then that's all Lou's saying is, it's definitely not China or Russia. It's not us. We just don't know what it is. We don't have the technology to study it. And then recently he said we do have now the technology to study it. How did that happen within a year? It's very strange.
Reverse engineering.
Yeah. He must know David Wilcock then. Hey, have you checked into that story at all with the flying car?
Well, I think we touched on that last time.
Yeah, we did. That's right.
That's why I think it's a load of baloney because at the end of the day, Dubai is testing out flying taxis. So what he's saying is in the realms of possibilities.
No, because he's saying he has this anti-gravity technology. That's the difference. Yeah.
Well, then...
Not propellers, not gas, this energy that he's gotten, this technology, whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. The proof is in the pudding.
Isn't that the case with Wilcock and Corey Good? We'll see. And then something happens. Oh, we had a problem, or oh, somebody stole it, or
we
you know,
didn't
we
get
missed
enough funding.
Yeah. So send more money for nothing. So the reason I did say that you were, saving ufology, because you do stay out of it. I think what you do is fantastic work.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. The Hidden Underbelly 2.0. I like that you are working somewhat, with third phase of Moon and allowing
Yes.
them to use your footage, and vice versa. If they have it, you could use theirs. That's what it's about. It's about collaboration, working together, and we got to keep doing it no matter what. And a lot of people don't like hearing the truth about their favorite people, and that's what starts these wars between everybody. But there's some truth in a lot of the things that are being said about Lou and other people, and of course there's a lot of fallacies too.
Well,
But
am I correct in saying that hasn't Third Phase been trying to get Lou to come on their show?
sure.
And he's been rebutting them.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of times where Third Phase of Moon actually spoke to his manager, and the manager was going to get Lou to go on their show last year, and it never panned out. And then, that was after they went live with Greer and had Greer say, I want to do a debate with Lou Elizondo, Daniel Sheehan, Nick Pope, and Jeremy Corbell, and they all denied it. Oh, Jackie O with the 50 quid. Holy mackerel, it's a super sticker.
Wow.
Did I say that right? 50 quid?
50 quid.
That's cool. Wow, thank you, Jackie O. Usually I play a video and, and all that stuff after, but we have a guest, so I just
Go
want to
ahead.
say, no,
50 quid is worth a video, man. 50 quid is worth us getting
they're
topless.
they're
I'll get
all
topless.
worth it. They're all worth it. All right, let's do this then. Where's the next one, Coral? We'll do them all. Dirty Mike, buy my book, $10. Says, take my money. You are not creepy. That was the worst insult she could think of. Oh wow, hey, that's right. I don't know if you know about Christina Gomez. Do you know who she is?
Yes, I know. I'm going to say this now. We have been friends for a long time.
All right. Well, we'll talk in 10 seconds. I want to do this. Thank you, Dirty Mike and Jackie O, for contributing to GUFON. This is for you. Thank you, Dirty Mike and Jackie O, for your contribution to GUFON. Eckers! All over ufology. Mucho gusto generoso. And I think, Mike, that Dirty Mike, that was your first $10 support. Thank you very much. And Jackie O, a continuing supporter of GUFON like no other. So thank you both. So I may have done something stupid, of course, because I do a lot of talking. And I don't know Christina Gomez, but I know what I see. And I saw somebody who had a show before she lost her show where she was, in my opinion, watchable. Now that she's gone over to the deflate, or whatever it's called, she's like a robot. And it's very odd seeing her reading script. You can tell it's scripted. I think she told somebody that she does read off a script. And I made some comments about her, the way she shows herself, about her, her well-endowedness. So it wasn't creepy or anything. That's what Dirty Mike was saying, because she called me creepy because I was talking about how strange how her transformation went from one to where she is now. And I think she's awkward. I think she's out of her element. And that's all I was saying. I just want her to be herself instead of, trying to be a news person. So
I think I feel that I don't see with Christina. I feel she was always trying to find where she was comfortable at.
yeah,
And maybe she's still trying to find where she is, or maybe she's happy where she is. But I mean, I got enough love and respect for her. She was out
Good.
there. She was out there with me because you know how hard I work. I've said it
Yep.
before. And she was one of the people out there in the field with me that I would see. So that's she's a hard worker. But
I know.
I mean, maybe she has a sense of humor too. So maybe she, by calling you creepy, I don't know what.
No,
content.
it wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, this is one thing I've got to stay out of.
Yeah,
Because,
I know. I didn't want to put you on the spot like that since you're friendly with her. It's just I wanted to explain what was going on the last few days with her. Because I was shocked at seeing her transformation. And I wish her all the best. And I don't think I said anything that was too outside the lines of... I mean, I'm a guy, and I said what guys think, and that's it. And that's all it was. It wasn't sexist. It wasn't anything that overdone. I didn't think so anyway. But apparently it was, and a lot of people messaged me about it, want me to remove the video. And I'm like, I can't. And I won't. Just get over it. Robert Morgan with the $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you.
A continuing supporter of GUFON. And thank you very much for the super sticker.
It's good. Yes, I got to say thank you too.
Yeah, no, thank you. And you do great work over there. So you're in the UK. And where do you get your sightings from? Because you get some that I don't know where you're getting them. And so I'm like, where did he find this thing? Like, do you go to a specific? You don't have to tell us, because I know a lot of people have their.
No, I troll YouTube. When I say troll, I shouldn't say troll because that sounds like bad, but I'm
creepy.
Yeah. Please, I don't want to fall out with Chrissy. No, I'm playing. No. We won't fall out. We won't never fall out. But anyways, yeah, it's just I go all over. I go all over and I look. It's just been a bit hard. I mean, one of the biggest sources, MUFON, has been down for like a month. They're not putting out the videos. You can still report sightings, but they're not making the videos available to us. So
you have to pay to see them.
Is that now? I don't believe because I was talking to somebody and they told me that they paid up member and they can't see him.
Oh. Okay, because I didn't check, and I just heard that you have to pay to see the videos now. Well, maybe they're still in the process of making that happen. I don't know, but if somebody's a member and they can't see them, that's interesting. What do you think's going on with that?
I think they're pissed off, to be honest. I think
for real. So the members can't see them either.
I think they're pissed off at. Because I did see something where they were talking about they called one person. I don't know if I can say. I'm gonna say his name. They called Scott C. Warren, and they were talking about Scott C. Warren and other YouTube channels that were making a buck off of them. And now I saw that, and that came from MUFON.
Wow.
So that's what made me think, they're getting pissed off now. Wow. But I don't understand why, because they have their own YouTube channel and they choose to put out some sort of foolishness rather than piecing together the submitted videos and putting them out. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah. This is interesting. Yeah, I didn't know. This is crazy. Yeah, I forgot all about the MUFON thing that's going on right now.
So that's why, if you notice, it's getting very difficult. And I mean, I think the one channel right now that's kind of like rocking it still is on Mavi.
Oh yeah, the UFO alarm 777.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mavi, he puts up
Mavi's hit and miss.
Yeah. Thank you. Hit and miss. Definitely.
But like not the last one, the one with the thing floating in the sky. That looked pretty good, man.
I haven't seen it. Let me pull it up real quick while we're here.
Yeah.
I don't go to Mavi anymore because hit and miss thing. Let's take a look.
I'll tell you what, Mavi loves his clouds.
That's so funny. Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's a running joke. It's a running joke because when I'm searching and I come across these cloud videos, I always write, Mavi, I know you will love this. And then he always writes, thanks, brother.
That's awesome. Hey, at least you get a response. I never get one. What's the video called? Do you know the name of it? Here, let me pull it up. I'll show you. Oh, yeah, there might be an echo in this thing. Damn it. I hate this part.
Well, that one, if it is the right one, it's something over Texas.
Oh, it
I
is?
think it says it's over Texas.
All right, let's take a look.
It's that one. It's that one. No. Yes. No.
Right here.
That's it.
All right, let me. I'll come back to it, and I just have to set it up differently now that I know which one it is, so there's no echo, and we can talk over it. If we have to.
I had to write to him when he posted that one, and like I was like, okay.
You know, I'm gonna fair use it, but Mavi,
he should
okay?
be fine. He should be fine. I mean, it's not his video, anyways.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I've seen this. All right, okay. Well, I didn't watch the whole video yet. Here it is. All right, let's take a look. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? It looks like it could be some sort of cloud or
I would have gone with the angel of death over Texas.
Yeah, there you go. That would have been a great title. So that's it? That's all it's doing?
Yeah.
That's it? So that could just be a partial chemtrail or contrail, however you want to word it.
I would say contrail, because then you don't get the people coming after you.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, no doubt. Frapsap,
Right.
$3. Oh, thank you, Frapsap.
I always call it our daily dose of vitamins.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing to call it either. That's what it's like, right? I need my daily dose. Frapsap, I want to thank you for your continuing support. Didn't mean to cut you short there, but thanks for the $3, mate. Appreciate it. I said mate. I didn't even mean to.
There you go.
I think
man.
I'm talking to a lot of people in the UK. It's wearing off.
You spending too much time with Ollie.
Hey, that's okay. I'd rather do that than speak the way I speak. I like your guys' lingo and stuff. You guys use some interesting words, like ladies or birds. I like that one. You got your mates. Yeah. What else do they call guys over there? Mates. Blokes. Is bloke a bad term?
No.
It sounds bad. That guy's a bloke. Is that the wrong way to say it?
Nah, not at all.
Okay. All right. I like the. I'd never visited, but I'd like to go there. No, where you're at, is it like really cold right now? What kind of weather are you having?
It is cold. It is cold right now. The temperature's dropped, but it's pretty. It's kind of strange because it's warm for the time of year.
Huh.
I mean, we've had where I live, we haven't had any. We've had snow one day, and it wasn't all day. Because I remember we went outside and built a snowman. Because my little girl, she's just turned 6, so she, it's a bit of shame for her because when we're telling her about the snow that we used to see, she don't get it because she sees nothing.
It's changed a lot, and it's changed here in the States too. I remember 40 years ago, when I was in Arizona, we used to have the monsoon season, and now it's basically non-existent. It would rain 5 days out of 7 for a month or two, and now you barely get any rain at all, any thunderstorms. Everything's changing, but that's normal.
That's right.
But are you a big believer in the chemtrail weather phenomenon?
I believe in a lot of weird things, and with the chemtrails, I believe that it's terraforming.
Oh wow!
I believe that I suspect that they're trying to change something about us or trying to change something about the atmosphere. They can't do it straight away in one go because it will probably wipe us out. But if they do it little by little over many years, our body will adjust to it.
See, and I I studied chemtrails heavily when they first started getting notoriety in 2003. I was studying those before I was studying UFOs. UFOs came in 2004. But I had noticed in Arizona, where I lived, we would get those monsoon storms building up, and then you'd see the thunderhead. You know how they break off like that? They would shoot a chemtrail or whatever right at the breaking point of that anvil, and the storm would deteriorate. But the cell was so strong, it would still move over and you'd get a little wind, a little rain. But once it passed the Phoenix area, it would build back up and, and destroy nothing because it would be out of the population. It's amazing what I've documented, and I think it does have to do with that. But they would have to put thousands of planes in the sky every day to do that, to terraform.
Don't you think they are doing it? I mean, don't you
I
think?
don't know.
I mean, over here, it was really great when we had the lockdown. I got to choose my words again.
You're okay. You don't have to worry.
During the pandemic,
yeah,
it was really great because there was no planes flying. So
right,
none of it. The perfect, nice clouds. It was how I remembered it as a child.
Yes,
it was, and then once lockdown started coming out, when we started coming out, we started seeing the 1, 2, 3, and now it's back to spraying the skies. And it's so if it's like this in England, it's like that in America. I can only take for granted that it's like that in Europe, it's like that in South America, it's like that in Australia.
It's sporadic, but don't forget they would also have to spray over the oceans and everywhere. And
well, haven't you seen the meteorology footage of the chemtrails where they last for a long time and you can see them going over? They're just moving over the Earth. I think even the ISS had footage of one.
Yeah, they did too. Right, huge.
So you spray a big enough chemtrail, it will last and it will go over the Earth.
Maybe if you do spray them in the what is the trade winds, maybe that will play a big factor in it. I don't know, but it's not good. It can't be good. And you're right. When the pandemic was happening, the skies were crystal blue. Like I've never seen them like that in a long time.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, and then as soon as the lockdowns ended, I remember seeing that first chemtrail, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. 3 days later, half the sky was filled with them. I couldn't believe
they were
it.
They were making up for lost time.
Yeah, can you imagine if that's real though? And what would they be terraforming for, if that was true? I mean, that's just one theory I know, but
yeah.
But why heat up the planet, or are they trying to heat it up?
I think there's a lot more that they know. This is why we call for disclosure, but I think there's a lot more that they know. And that's where it is. There's more that they know than they're letting on. And they play a game. They control the narrative and they try and play a game with us. But I mean, that's just my feeling, is that that's, to me, it's terraforming. That's what I feel they're doing.
What's the one thing that's on your mind a lot that you would like to get information on? Other than, the regular aliens, UFOs. I mean, is there something that bothers you that you just wish they would just tell us?
Well, I just wish they would be open and just say, look, this phenomena is real. We've got documented cases. We've got footage. Let's show you what we got. Nothing redacted, except for people's names and addresses.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And possibly, like, if it's a naval ship, possibly redact the naval ship name. But other than that, let us be privy to everything you have. I mean, we as Joe Public, we're funding you through our tax dollars and our tax pounds, but we're funding you, and you should let us know what's going on, because you're making the government, it trickles down, and a lot of people out there with these sightings, they're being made to feel that they're idiots, because they're looking at things that are not supposed, even though they got footage, even though they got pictures, they're still being ridiculed for their beliefs. You wouldn't ridicule a Christian because he believes in Christ.
Sure. No, I'm just
But you would,
right.
but it's easier to ridicule a man who says, we might have visitors from another planet, or we might have visitors from within our planet. It's not really a big question because I never trust the government anyways. I mean, I just would like an open medium.
I hate to say this common thing, right, what I'm going to say, but don't we pay our government to keep secrets too? There's some things we just can't handle as a society. I think that would be a bad mistake if they told us they're here and whatever. That would open up a can of worms like you've never seen. People would be irate and rebel, I think.
In what manner? In what manner?
Well, if they're truthful, if they're going to tell us the truth about aliens, then we want to know the truth about everything. What else are they lying? I mean, that's confirmation. We know they lie. We know they do. And I see what you're saying too. But to say that if we get disclosure, you're going to have some people question their religion. Some people will probably think the end of days is here, and that's why they're disclosing it now, because the aliens want to take over sorts of things. Yeah.
That would be the problem, because they've waited so long. Why now?
Right.
But as far as religion, I think religion will always withstand, because then they will turn around and say, well, who made them? Surely a God made these aliens. So I think religion will always withstand. I mean,
no, you're right. There's always faith in a God.
Yes,
that won't go away, but it will disrupt, hardcore believers and those who are just learning about God and everything else. It would be a very confusing time. They would have to do it right, and I don't know how to do it. I don't know. Do you have an idea of how disclosure may be done? Like, have you ever thought that through? How would they give it and deliver the message?
No, I've never thought it through. But
okay.
If it was me,
yeah,
because the way I am, I'm open. So I would have a press conference. I would beforehand let everybody know, look, we're going to talk about this subject, and what I'm going to say may blow your mind. Because I think we have to get down to the common people and talk how the common people will understand and digest. Because the intellectuals can always understand the lower grade of things. You get what I mean? Of
course, yeah. So they're smart. Yeah.
So you bring it down to the level so the whole masses can understand it. Again, because you have to talk to Joe Public. So bring it down to that level. And I'll just come out and be open about it. Just be open and truthful about it, and just say, well, we didn't think that this information should be knowledge, but you guys deserve the knowledge. You guys deserve the truth. This is what's going on. And it would be really interesting to know, because what if it is truth about the cities under the ground in LA?
Anywhere, I know. The moon, Antarctica, the oceans. I think that you're on the right track, and I would think that if they did it, it would have to be a worldwide event happening at the same time, no matter where you're at, and make it like a television series. Like, you don't bring out the aliens and say, hey, we got aliens. Hey, we have an announcement, and this is the date we're going to make it. It does have to do with intelligence outside of, our solar system, whatnot. Or maybe within, whatever, and we are going to give you the information slowly, and we're going to let you digest it. And within 3 months, we will, introduce you to whatever. And here's episode 1. These are who they are. This is where they came from, and this is why they're here. They could do it all and teach us before they show us what they're, what they look like and everything else. I think that's what they would have to do.
Indeed. And it would be, I mean, it would restore a lot of faith in the government if they did pull that stroke, but we know they won't.
It's a huge matzo ball, man. That is the biggest thing that would ever happen. That would almost be like saying we figured out what happens when you die,
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that accidental finding of the guy who was getting his, I don't know, I don't know, I can't remember. It was getting, he had a brain scan thing on him, like they were x-raying his brain waves, and he died. And they actually saw what the brain looks like when you die. And it's the first time it's ever happened. And there was some sort of influx of like a power surge, I guess I can't find the term that they use, but they think that you actually get to see your life flash before your eyes is what they said it looked like to them. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool article that just came out the other day. And you know, the death is like the ultimate. I would have to say aliens would be the second. Secret. You know, the mysteries of life. Unless you have different order. What is the biggest mystery, you think? After death? After you die?
No. Because to me, that's not a mystery.
Oh wow!
Well,
do tell.
It's just I take in what Thope said to us. Thop. I'm always pronouncing this guy's name wrong. Thop. He was the author of the Emerald Tablet. And basically what he said is that everything is about frequencies and energy. And we all belong to one energy. If you want to give it a name and say God, then go ahead. But it's an energy. It's an energy that we all are a part of. And when we die, we become part of this energy. We go back to this energy. But we are always connected to this energy through life. But the thing is, because of frequencies and the harmony, frequencies, oh God, I'm saying it wrong again now. But because of the frequencies, the frequencies have been disrupted. So we've lost this connection. Because Thope talks that we can heal ourselves through the frequencies. And if you look at what the Buddhists do and the gurus, the yoga gurus, they practice this harmony, this frequency. This is their way of getting to the enlightenment in Indian, the gurus.
Sure.
When they hit the state of enlightenment, that is actually leaving their bodies. It's an outer body experience, and they believe they achieved this through using the frequencies. Sorry.
Like I knew what you meant. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, that does.
So that's why it's kind of not a mystery to me, because Thope has said a lot of things, and you got to remember he's writing stuff from way back when, and the stuff he has said is being proven today. But I don't think they know that Thope has said this. Like Thope talked about, because Thope claims that he's from Mars.
Okay.
You know this guy. He claimed that he came from Mars, yeah. And he explained the exodus of Mars is that there was a battle between their world and Venus, the Venetians.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember this. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And he said there was two blasts that wiped out Mars. Now, with the rover, I believe it was about 3-4 years ago, they did some soil samples, and they tested the soils, and they came to the conclusion that they were two nuclear blasts.
Yeah, unreal.
On Mars. So
yeah.
So Thope said this so many thousands of years ago. He's so much. So you're like mind blown. He said something about Egypt. He talked about Atlantis and Egypt,
right?
And they tested that. They didn't test what he said, but they came up and they said there's a secret chamber by the foot of the Sphinx.
Right.
That's exactly what Thope said.
How would he know?
Because Thope was there.
Yeah, right.
Well, when the guy says so many things. All right, one thing he said about, and this was tested because archaeologists was testing this. He said about the Nile. He said that the Egyptians, they had to change the course of the Nile because it kept on flooding and destroying their crops and all that. So they changed the course, the actual flow of the Nile.
Oh.
And archaeologists were saying that's impossible. There's no way they could have done that. They wouldn't have the technology.
Yeah.
Through ground X-raying satellites, yeah, they discovered that the course of the Nile had been changed.
But it wasn't a natural change, is what they're saying?
No, they just said it had been changed.
It has, for sure.
But Thope said that they changed it.
That's crazy. I believe it. I do. If they could do what they did, with the pyramids, the Sphinx, all that stuff, then they could easily move the Nile.
See,
and not, I say easily, but,
This is where it gets weird, though, now, because Thope claims that he built the pyramids.
Oh, my God.
I know. That's where I laugh. Because I'm thinking, okay, man, you're going a bit too far with this one. He said he built it. Not only did he say he built it, but he said he built it in one day.
He's a miracle worker.
Oh, he truly is. Really and truly, this character is one character that's in two mythologies. He's heavily in Egyptian and Greek mythology.
Yeah.
So, I kind of believe so. I kind of believe in what he's saying. It's a stretch for me to believe the pyramids.
Yeah, but there's some things, right? Yeah, you could believe in some of them.
It's a stretch, though. It's a stretch.
That's the thing with everything we have, what we're about, UFOs, aliens, and conspiracies. It's like we get just enough to make us think it really happened, but we never get all of it to prove it. On your channel, are there any sightings we should be aware of? Just to switch things up a little here, because I did want to see if you had anything on there that I don't know about. So I'm going to go there if that's okay.
I suppose I was going to say, let's have a look. And well, we can always have a chat because I like to be open and honest about stuff. And it's sometimes it's at my peril. Because if I do find out that I post something and it's fake, I have a choice. I will let everybody know.
Yep.
But I have a choice whether I remove it or not, because sometimes I don't remove them because I keep them there as a reference so I can say, look.
Okay, I know what I want to talk to you about, this one. Let me pull it up. Now, we're going to have an echo chamber here, so I'm going to... No, we don't have to. Let me fix this here. Holy.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say something about in the comments. Edgar Rice... He's an awesome guy. I loved reading about Edgar Rice. Edgar Rice Casey. Did I say it right? Edgar Casey.
Edgar Casey, yeah.
The Sleeping Prophet.
Yep.
I enjoyed him. And yes, a lot of people do think that Thope is evil. And yeah.
This one here is the one I wanted to talk about. Hey, your audio is the same one I use at the end of my show. This. I didn't know you used that. That's funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this one here.
Guys, we have got footage of this.
This one.
Yeah.
Remember, this is a meteor, they're saying, but this was on Third Phase of Moon. I think you gave them this, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't give them to it. I would have sent it over. I didn't think they would have been interested in it. But
do you?
So I did apologize to them for that.
Because this thing got a lot of attention, and I was thinking it was like an airplane or some sort of drone. But apparently it was seen from 3 different camera angles, 100 miles apart.
Mm.
So I thought this came from you. So what do you know about this, or what are your comments on this?
Well, they're saying it's a meteor. Now, the thing that troubles me, like if you guys go into the description box of this video, I've translated the article.
Oh, here it is. Wow.
Yeah, it was painstaking, but I translated it. And basically they're saying that none of their equipments for monitoring meteors picked it up. Now that's not unheard of, because remember the Russian one, nobody saw that coming.
Right, yeah.
and if we remember the Earth, we're just out there in space, so we can be hit from any angle. You know, they can come below us, above us, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But they never picked this thing flying up over there, and just the very look of it, like how you're trying to point out there, yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it does look like you know, the Mandalorian ship that he's using now.
Well, a lot of people were claiming that it looked like they were feeling it was some sort of Russian hypersonic jet.
I was just seeing if there was an echo. Yeah, some people were saying that. There's no echo, is there, anybody? No echo. There shouldn't be. Yeah, and it's interesting, though.
I'd love it to be a bird, but that thing was moving, man. It's moving.
See, look at that. Now, I've never seen a meteor look like this, or an asteroid, or whatever you want to call it. Have you?
Me neither. No.
Usually they have got fire going on out the back, or it's changing colors even.
And the length of time that it was caught on footage, yeah. I mean, we normally, like, I see a lot of meteors, and we normally see these things, they either disperse within seconds. I mean, the first clip, I believe the first clip there,
yeah.
The guy had it for a good 30 seconds. And by that time, the second one then.
Oh, you mean after that?
That one. He had it for a good time. He had that. He had it for about 30 seconds watching it.
Yeah, they don't last that long.
That's
right?
my point. That's
Yeah.
my point. Because once they hit our atmosphere and the oxygen, it just tears it apart.
Yeah, it's almost over in 2-3 seconds.
There's no tell on that.
No. Unless there's no way that's an asteroid or a meteor or whatever.
See, there's no tell on that. I mean,
No.
you got a little tell, but it's not a tell that we see. See, it goes back to a little dot.
That is, yeah, it's really bizarre. There's such a small tail, but I don't know if I don't understand what's on the other. I guess it could be pixelation. Yep.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Like this right here, it's just bizarre. Doesn't make sense. I've never seen that. How many of these have we seen over our lives? And now we're saying I've never seen anything like this. When you look at all the other ones we've seen and we're like, oh yeah, that's a meteor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's why I went for it. Because
Yeah.
I thought, that's why I had to put, well, is this a meteor or a UFO? Because
It's for sure.
my opinion is I didn't want to put it out there as a UFO because everybody else is trying to say it's a meteor. So I have to sometimes sit on a fence, but I will show it because to me it looked like a UFO.
I have another one here I want to play. Let me pull. I got it ready. And this one is the fiery red orb.
Oh, that one's an awesome one.
It is weird. It's funny that I picked that out, and you like it like I do, I think, because I've never seen anything like this one either. Here we go.
And you can I say something before you play?
Of course, yeah.
He also caught these blue orbs. If you check that, if you haven't seen that one, check it out. The link is in the description box in this video.
Okay, we'll check it right after then. All right. So would he be okay with me playing it?
Oh yeah. He's an awesome guy.
All right. You know, I just came back from 3 strikes. I'm a little scared.
Nah, he'll be fine, man.
All right,
He'll be fine.
Here we go, and this is it. I'm gonna play the audio.
And we'll have a real quick chat.
Rapaz. Dá medo esse negócio, mano. Olha, um monte de luzinha vermelha. Ó.
Do you know what he's saying?
É um monte de luz.
Nah.
Okay.
Barulho nenhum. Não tem barulho. Ai.
Again, I've never seen anything like this.
This guy has he has the look of the devil, I gotta say, because the blue orb ones, they were insane. I mean, you can actually see in the blue orb footage, you can see them deploying something.
Oh, wow. All right, we're going to go look at that. It's just, okay, you know, is this the moon peeking through, you know, fiery clouds and stuff like that? No, it's moving.
It's
right?
moving. Yeah, it's moving. It's moving. I have never seen a Chinese lantern like that.
No.
Then that's red. A lantern's normally like orange. There's no way is that a Chinese lantern. Another thing could have been a balloon, but the glow off of that.
It's unique.
Yeah. And then the go-tos are the drones.
The what?
Drones. That's a common go-to.
Oh,
I'll post a video and somebody will say a drone. It's like, come on. Think about it.
It's not in focus. It doesn't seem like he ever gets it in focus. That's this one, this part right here. See, that's a little bit out of focus.
He gets it a little bit there, but I mean, you know, when I'm talking to people, they always say like their cameras, they tend to malfunction when they're catching these objects. So I don't know.
That's an excuse, I think. I'm sorry. I mean, I still have my original camera.
I had it happen to me, so
I believe it. No, I believe it happens.
And
go ahead.
Sorry. What I was going to say is when I saw what I saw, I was with two other people, and I pulled out my camera to film what I was seeing, and my camera just simply would not work. And my friend, he pulled out his camera, and his wouldn't work, and he was like, "This has never happened."
Wow. To me. Yeah, that's interesting, actually. All right, see, this looks like balloons.
Now, watch, because they go. If I remember rightly, they go to this tower block.
Oh,
so you can.
Sorry about this. Sorry, guys. There's probably an echo. Let me go ahead and redo this. Sorry. Yeah, I have to redo it or else it won't work right. What were you saying about it, though?
Well, they go to these blue orbs. They're flying around this tower block. So, I mean, just watch how they move, and it dispels. The only thing somebody said to me that I thought, okay, is quite feasible. They said they could be police drones, but I can't see police drones with these bright blue lights. And watch when they drop something. I mean,
okay. Yeah, I've never seen this. I don't know why I've not seen this. This
is from the same guy who caught the red one.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what kind of camera he's using?
No, I don't.
I'd like to know because maybe it's the camera. It's a feature on the camera that makes it look this way.
You could always ask him because the link to the original videos is there, so okay. You can always go and ask him.
This does look familiar now. I may have come across this and didn't really watch it. Is there two of them there?
I think altogether there's probably about 4.
Holy mackerel, really? Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, I haven't seen this yet. Is that one at the top there or on the building or something?
Yeah, they're just moving around this building. I think he gets a closer shot on it.
That's so weird. Yeah. Wow, I thought it was closer. Yeah, it's not that far, really.
Olha como se movimenta, olha. Olha o movimento. Olha o movimento.
Alrighty. Alright, here we go.
E agora pra filmar bem. Para o carro, para de mexer.
Pay attention to that one staying stationary because it's going to drop something.
Right here, okay. Wow, this is oh
Ih,
shit!
rapaz.
What?
Caiu uma coisa, hein?
Wait a minute. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you see the way it moved when it dropped it, though? It drops down with it. Watch. Like it's launching it.
Ih, rapaz.
Oh, that's cool.
I think I zoom in on that. as
Caiu
well.
uma coisa, hein?
Oh, okay, cool. We got to check. I'm going to let it play out. This is really interesting. I want to say it looks like it could be drones, but they're not moving like drones. They're moving like balloons more than drones, but more controlled. I gotta research this. I want to know. So you zoom in on that other one, I think.
Yeah, 2021 out of São Paulo in Brazil.
Of course.
Now, when we look at these objects,
They get the best over
they're
there.
very interesting. I mean, I have never seen such a bright blue colored object before. But see, now these objects, they seem to be very interested in this block of apartments because they don't seem to be moving normally and they're not drifting. They seem to be encirculating this building as if they're looking for something or someone. And with these orbs or probes releasing something down the side of the building, it makes me think they may have found what they're looking for. But guys, what do you think?
And now for something completely different.
Ah, Cleese, he's the greatest. So, in your opinion, what do you think they are then? If you were to surmise a really good guess, UFOs or secret technology or drones? I know, right?
Yeah, because with this guy, I mean, there's always been this talk of these two colors, the blue and the reds. I think they're called catchers. I'm sure somebody in the chat will know what I'm on about.
Oh, okay.
Catchies. But if not, I'm hoping somebody can correctly say it for me. But there's always been this correlation, and one is supposed to be good and one is supposed to be bad. And so this is why when I see these red orbs, I love pointing them out.
We had red orbs in Arizona, and people were calling it Bubba. And this reminds me of the Bubba sightings in Arizona, early 2000s. It's very strange. But it almost has drone-like movements and balloons mixed.
It's
odd.
not out of the realm, because I did a video once where this UFO was over the highway, and it turned out to be a highway monitoring system where they attach a drone to a balloon.
That's weird. I never heard of that. Here it is
That's-
dropping it. See how it moved down?
Yeah.
One more time. Oh, wait, it's going to drop it. Wow, that thing flies out of there, though. I don't think that's drones, man. I don't know. That is bizarre. Wow. Wow. One more time.
Yeah, this guy's been very, very lucky.
There's a flash that happens in the window over here. It looks like you can see it reflecting off the window. I want to do this in slow motion. Whoa, what'd I do? Wrong thing. I want to look at this thing. I just want to see if I saw what I saw. Not here. It's going to take a few seconds. Let's go a little forward. So let's see. On the right, when it's falling, the object that drops, there's a little flash that happens to the left. Keep an eye on it. Right around here somewhere. There it is.
Yeah, I
see
saw it.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, I don't know what that is, but Here we go again.
See, it could be,
There.
it could be the reflection,
Yeah, that's what I think it might be.
or it could be it taking a picture,
Yeah,
sending it back to the mothership.
maybe. There, I got it. There it is. You
Yeah.
barely see it.
Wow,
Very
good
strange.
Eye. Good eye.
Yeah, very strange. All right, I'm going to stop that. So you get some really unique sightings over there, and you do a great job. Like, I think you're probably right up there with Third Phase of Moon as far as getting stuff out that nobody's seen before and getting it out as quickly as possible to figure out what it is. Do you get a lot of flack from
Okay.
people? Do you have a lot of hate?
It comes with the territory, though. I wouldn't say a lot of hate. I do get some, but sometimes the best way to kill hate is to show love.
No, I know. You're right.
And they tend to do two things. They either go away from the channel, because I will say to them, look, I don't ask you to watch my videos. There are like thousands of channels like mine. So if you don't like what I'm putting out, go somewhere else, mate. It's simple. But the time that I got showed a lot of hate was the video that was pretty close to the mark, and I got a lot of hate. I got spammed.
It was close to what?
Close to the mark. I think I stumbled upon something, and yeah. And I am planning to do a follow-up. Hopefully this year I will have it done, because I am sitting on a lot of information about it. You guys might remember the Ezekiel wheel video.
No.
No? Oh, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I find that easily?
Yeah. You should
I want to look here. Do I just type in the Ezekiel wheel on your channel?
Or if you just go to my popular videos, and it should be like number 7 or something like that, because it had quite a lot of views.
Is that the playlists?
No, if you go to, where it's, oh god, can't explain. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
If you type in Ezekiel's wheel, it should come up.
All right, let's type that in.
But I did get a lot of flack over it, but I'm also quite proud of that video. I'm proud of it because I stand behind it, number one. But number two, like NASA doesn't answer us lot. When we put out videos about anything from space, they don't answer us. They just flop it off, yeah? Well, they answered this video.
No way.
Yeah, so that to me, I was like, whoa, I'm a guy in England doing what I'm doing, and they had to address the video that I put out.
That's amazing.
That's what I thought was really cool. But I took a lot of flack over this video, and I'm sitting on some information that will open up people's minds on this video.
How do you spell Ezekiel? EZE, right? KIAL.
Should I send you the link?
Sure.
In the private chat?
Yeah, for sure. I'll just copy and paste it. I want to welcome Alien Addict here. Thank you for hanging out, brother. Or
say hello. Hello, Ollie.
Let's take a look here. See, Steve, you're saying show us, but what happens? We get an echo for some reason with the. Let's see if we still have that problem. Maybe they fixed it. I bet you they didn't. All right, I'll bring up your channel again. Let's see if there's an echo. All right, so here's your channel. Where do I go? You're just gonna send it, right?
Yeah. Echo.
Oh, there is. Yep. See, told you.
Yeah, I've sent it in the private chat.
All right. Oh, there it is.
But like I am trying, because I want to do this video on the follow up to this. I need to do it a bit more special, because I need to address the debunkers, because they did something very heinous, and it's I've never seen, I have respect for debunkers because I think we're the same coin. I'm the heads, they're the tails.
Yeah.
So I do have respect for some of the debunkers, but there were some of them out there that were, they're grifters.
Yeah.
They're liars. They lied. They blatantly lied.
Yeah, I've seen this. This is amazing. You want me to play with the sound?
Well, yeah, it's up to you. I mean, from when I first saw this video, the footage, I had my main problem with this because NASA came out and said it's artifact from compression, and my problem with that is it looks 3-dimensional. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
okay.
it's not flat. When the sun flare hits this object, you see just then that was the sun flare hitting the object, and
Okay.
and it brought it out.
It did. Let me go back. That was amazing.
I have enhanced that bit as well.
Oh, okay. I'll just play it then. I'll just let it go. But
Watch
yeah.
when the sun flare hits it.
There.
See it there. So it looked 3-dimensional to me. And that was my problem. And then through talking, I got a lot of information because the guy that I got this video from, he's been studying stereo A for pretty much most of his life.
Yeah.
And he sent me quite a lot of information, and he told me, do what you want with the information I'm giving you. And so I want to take that information and show people that NASA knows about this object and knows, we know it's a 3-dimensional object.
It is. Definitely is. You can tell. You can see it's 3D. No question about it. Look at that. Wow. You can definitely see it's lifted here. The shadow. There's an angle. Wow, this is beautiful. So what do you think this is? It's got to be huge.
See it there.
Man.
That thing.
What's that?
That thing is massive.
It's probably the size of the Earth, right?
And it's still being picked up now. It's still there's people that are monitoring stereo A and they're still picking up this object.
That's crazy. Ah, you monkey.
It doesn't matter because I got some stills where I've got some stills on there where I caught that because that was my problem. That always bugged me that it looks 3-dimensional. I spoke. See.
Oh yeah. Oh, big time.
I spoke to some astronomers. Oh God, I can't pronounce it.
Astronomers. Yep.
Thank you. I spoke to some of them, and they told me a couple of things. But when I put to them that the 3-dimensional, they did say something to me, and I said, "Well, basically, I have a picture." And I asked them about this, and they said, "Well, if it was a 3-dimensional object, it would appear on both the cameras." And I said, "Well, what if I have that picture?" And they said, "Well, that would be mind-blowing." But I actually do have the picture.
This is Frapsap, $20. Wow, thanks again, Frapsap. A really interesting comment. Maybe you could help me here. It's Ninja Shizada. I don't know some of these names. Inchuzinjak may have been the Egyptian Thoth, a.k.a. Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice greatest, an ancient Greek equals Quetzalcoatl. Is that how you said it? And Jesus in iconography.
Wasn't Quetzalcoatl, wasn't he the serpent, the snake serpent god?
I don't know.
I think he was. Correct me if I'm wrong, Frapsap. Frapsap, yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure he was the snake god.
Thanks for the $20 support, Frapsappuccino. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, so somebody's saying the winged serpent. Chew, the winged serpent. Awesome movie.
This is unreal. This is really... So they were trying to tell you this is just an artifact in the camera? Is that what they were saying?
Well, through compression, because I learned a lot from that, because the stereo A is to monitor the solar flares, but when they take the picture, it's just a normal picture of space, like stars and everything there. You don't see the CME blast. So what happens is they do what they do, and that I don't know the process, or I can't explain the process, but they do what they do to get it looking like this petri dish.
Okay.
So they can better monitor how the flare, how the blast is coming to hit us, and all the planets around us. And in that, they're saying this is picked up. But I feel that this object is there, and when the blast hits it makes it more prevalent.
It does, doesn't it? When we were watching it before, like right around here.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's unreal. Isn't it crazy that this thing is out there?
Well,
it's an object. How can they tell us it's not? Of course they have to, I guess, right?
Well, I have to say to Ben Bud, that's the reason why it isn't on the news.
Oh, true. Yeah. They would have a lot of explaining to do, right?
Well, they'll just fire it off. I mean, this is why the video that I want to make on this, it has to be done correctly, and I'm just trying to figure out how to do it, and I think I'm going to need some help to do it, and I'm not, because I'm prepared for what is to come, because I never felt so much hate when I did this video.
What is this?
Where?
This thing here that I'm circling.
I think that's something to do with the camera.
Wow. Okay.
Because that whatever you want to call it, that void, that's in other stereo A camera footage of this object. So I think that's just something to do with the camera.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like almost like a shield, like it's protecting whatever gets behind it. Because you don't see the same waves of stuff right here. Yeah, I don't know, man. We're being lied to. That's why you are saving ufology. We all are, really. We're going to save it together.
Thank you. This is why, because I have been having some health issues, and my reason being why I need to get this video done is because the information is sitting on my computer, and if I should pass, no one's going to know this information. They're not going to know what it is, the relevance of it. So I want it out there, and then I can happily pass away. You say, yes, bye-bye, guys.
Well, what kind of health issues are we talking about here? I mean, that's pretty serious.
Oh, no, it's not like that. It's not like that.
But, okay,
when you have like a little health scare, you just know, look, our time here is but a short one, and nothing is guaranteed in this world. And when you have a little health scare, you kind of puts it on in perspective to say, well, look, I need to hug my kid a bit more. I need to tell the people that I love around me a bit more, because what's the point in giving flowers when you're dead? I can't appreciate it. Let's give flowers to people that are alive.
Man.
And let's tell them how much we care about them now. It's pointless standing there over a box that person ain't going to hear how much you cared about them. Tell them now. Tell people now. Do good now. Sorry.
Man, no,
let me get off my soapbox.
No, that's why you're here. Very, very scary. You never know, especially when we get up in over 50. A lot of things can happen. That's
it.
But
so I got to be real, and I do want this. I do want the information out there. And it's really, I do want it out there.
Do me a favor, put me in your will. So in case something does happen, I get all the UFO information, or third phase of moon. We'll disseminate it.
You can have it, man. You can have it.
Yes. That's not really nice of me to say, but yeah. You heard it here live on GUFON. I'm in the will. I thank you for coming on. We're unfortunately out of time. That was really fun today, though. I can't thank you enough for coming on and giving GUFON a nice boost, because we're back. And the Hidden Underbelly 2.0, anything you want to add, and any other places we could find your work?
No, not really. Just off of my channel. I mean, what I do want to say, say is even though I may not be posting on my channel because I'm having a hard time finding decent footage, and I do say decent footage because there's footage out there, and it's terrible what's going on at the moment, because there's footage that is years old that is being represented as happening yesterday, and they're changing the location. It's terrible, and I'm lucky that I've been on the scene for a little while, that I know, because I remember when these footage first came out. So I know when I'm watching it now and I'm saying, hold on, this didn't happen yesterday.
Right.
So even though I'm not posting on YouTube, check out my other sites like Twitter and Facebook, because I do put pictures up there. I do post articles. You know, I try to do something on a daily basis, but if there's nothing out there, I'm not going to post, as we say in England, bollocks just for views. I'm beyond that. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
so,
that's why you do such a good job. You're not just posting stuff to post it. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. We all do. And we're always keeping an eye out. And hopefully, you know, things go well with you, and, you know, your health is improved greatly. And we'll have you back on, you know, 4 to 8 weeks maybe. You know, I'd like to get you to come on every now and then instead of just once a year. So I think it'd be good if we did that and keep people in, you know, you know, just so they know what's going on over there and in the UK and all that stuff. But thanks, man. This was good. I hope you have a great weekend. Yeah. Anytime, man.
And before I go, can I say much love to you guys in the chat? Thanks so much. You know, always got love, because I always say this, and I will never stop saying this, that I wouldn't be nowhere without you guys, the support of you guys getting my work out there, just even talking about it. You know, I wouldn't be nowhere without you guys. So you guys are the fundamental part of the channel. So thank you very much for all your support and all your love that you have shown me.
Well said. Amen.
And thank you, Rich, for having me on, man. See, I wasn't so nervous this time.
No, you weren't. I didn't think you were last time, but this went really well. It was very fast, and I like looking at your videos with you to get your perspective on it, you know, other than hearing the narrative in there. But it was good stuff, and we'll see you next time, man. I hope you have a good beginning of spring coming up on the 20th.
Hope so, man.
Yeah, I can't believe it. And get all warm over there. Thanks again.
Thank you. Much love, man. Much love.
Back at you. The Hidden Underbelly, everybody. Take care. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe how fast that went. Such a great guy, right? I mean, just knows his shit and tells it very well. I want to thank Matt Brown for the £5. I don't know if I said that yesterday, but thank you for that PayPal contribution. And anybody else who supported the show. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I missed, because I don't like missing anything. Now, I was saying we might go to GUFON Lives, but I can't do that today. We're going to start the new 9/11 thing, you know, 9 o'clock at GUFON, 11 o'clock at GUFON Lives, that type of schedule. Saturdays, we'll, you know, 4 to 6, maybe we'll do that. But for today, I need time to do other things. So unfortunately, I got to be out there when the sun is up and when things are still open. So until next time, I want to thank the moderators, super chatters, fantastic support today. Thank you very much. And we did get up to 150, so I'm a little happy. I'm a little happy today with the live amount of people that were here. So 150, I'll take it. We were around 115. I don't know where the rush came from, but Thank you for that. Thank you, newcomers and veterans, for supporting the show as well. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and give a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Comments are very important. If we get 50 comments, that helps the algorithm. There's a guy out there who calls it algorithm. So if you hear me say that, that's just a shout out to a guy who says algorithm wrong because he can't say it correctly. I'm Rich Giordano for GUFON. That's right, we're back. And we'll be back. I don't know if we'll be back tomorrow. Maybe do something special tomorrow, but keep your eye open. I do have a couple of episodes I am throwing out. There's going to be some things. I'm just not going to make any promises anymore, but just keep your eyes open, patrons. And third phase UFO report. And right here on GUFON and GUFON Lives. We'll see you Monday, guaranteed, 9 p.m. Eastern. And with that being said, we are Truthology for UFOlogy. Have a good weekend, everybody!